Hello, today I wanted to give a quick overview of something I've been using recently to help me better navigate my template, especially in large projects. When I was working on a recent project, I noticed that I was having a really hard time getting around my template and finding all this stuff that I was trying to work on, especially if it was way down here at the bottom of my template, suppose in hits and effects, this folder here, and maybe I was using some different trailer type effects, and I have to come scroll all the way down here to look at stuff, and then if I wanted to go check out the strings, I had to scroll all the way back up, and then it just takes forever, and it's very tedious, and it really adds a lot of time that necessary to just compose stuff, just because you're spending so much time scrolling around and finding things. And so there are a couple of things that we can do to help get around quicker. And so I'm going to go through them really quick. The first is, let me pull up my key commands. It is this command. It comes with CUBASE. You don't have to set it up or anything. It's show channels and tracks with data. And so I've assigned that. And so basically what this means is that if the track doesn't have data, such as the solo bassoon here, I don't want to see it. And so I'm going to do the key command here. And then it just hides everything that doesn't have data on this. In this case, I don't have anything in hits and effects or epic percussion or anything like that, or choir. And so all of that stuff is just hidden. It's just completely gone. And all of a sudden my template is, or my session is much smaller, and I can get through it much quicker. This is something I've been using for a long time. It's extremely helpful, and it's been great. However, in the project I've been talking about that I was having so much trouble in, I was using this command, and it was still really difficult to get around. So I want to go over a couple more options that you can use. The first one, if you take your mouse and come up to the top and just check track visibility configurations, then this box over here will show up. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to set up some presets. And so for instance, suppose I want to just say, I just want to see the woodwinds, and then it'll show you just the woodwinds. And the way that you set this up is that you come to the visibility tab right here, and you say, I just want to see the brass, not the woodwinds. And then you say, I want to come in here, add configuration, config, I don't know, brass. And then if I go to woodwinds, there's the woodwinds. If I go to brass, there's the brass. So that's pretty nifty. There are a couple of limitations here. The first is that it doesn't give you the feature or the functionality to be able to hide tracks that don't have data in them, such as these ones. And the other one, let's wait for this autosave to finish. The other limitation is that if you go to key commands, you can assign key commands to these. Visibility, but only up to 8. So this is really great, but suppose I have more than 8 that I want to do, and I want to have lots and lots of visibility configurations. And so those are the two drawbacks here, and there is a workaround for this. So if you come to the project logical editor, not the normal logical editor, but the project logical editor, then you can, I've made some stuff here. So I'm going to user show tracks, and then I want to do strings, I guess. And so you do container type is equal to track, name contains, and you notice that I've put in a prefix on all of these different tracks, and so the strings have one as well. And then I want to do track operation, hide track, disable, or just make it unhidden or show it. And then if I combine that with another one, here, let me grab this, which is hide all tracks except global. And then I've got some different stuff here. Like if it's one of these tracks, then I want you to hide everything except the ones that are global tracks, except for these ones up here. Hide everything except for the ones that I care about. And so if you put these two commands together, you'll see that I want to hide everything, and then I want to show just the strings. And it does it like that. And the cool thing about this is that you can assign key commands to this, and you can do as many as you want. So I want to show the woodwinds, the brass, the strings, the choir, the keys and harp, the guitar, the pads and drones, the synth, the pulses, the orchestral percussion, the non-orchestral percussion, and the untuned stuff, and the pop percussion, and I've got one more for hits and effects, but I think the key command's been disconnected, so I need to go back and fix that. But anyways, you have all these cool sections, and I can even have multiple sections at a time. Suppose I want to see the strings and the woodwinds or the brass at the same time and nothing else, I can do that. And of course, you can also add extra presets in Logical Editor to show only tracks that have data on them, like this. So this is, let's see, or maybe a better example would be woodwinds. There you go. So here's only the tracks that have data on them, and then this is just all the tracks. So there you go. This is something that so far I'm actually really liking. I find that it is helping me achieve that goal of navigating the template faster and only see what I need to see. And so, yeah, I thought I'd share it, and hopefully it's helpful. And thanks for watching.